The funeral service of the MMC in Johannesburg, Andile Mngwevu, is currently underway in Springs. Mngwevu's car was swept away in the recent Mozambique floods. ANC Secretary General Fikile Mbalula is currently at the podium. Let's take a listen.
Transformation is a tender awarded fairly, a culvert maintained before the rains arrive, a pothole repaired when promised, a pedestrian crossing painted where a child must cross. It is the consistent, cumulative honesty of a capable state that works. The truest tribute, comrades, is not a speech, but a plan faithfully executed. In the spaces where Comrade Andile labored, let us recommit to the tasks he held dear. Let us build a public ethic that resists both cynicism and complacency. Cynicism says nothing changes. Complacency says change can wait. Comrade Andile rejected both. He believed change is possible and necessary, and that it is produced by the daily labor of honest people who keep their promises. Comrade Mahlatini, and the comrades who are singing, should we wait for you? Comrades, order. We are in a funeral here. Comrades, order. Mahlale phansi ibambe umthetho. Ayihlale phansi ibambe umthetho. Thank you very much for your compliance, comrades. Comrades, I was saying, let us build a public ethic that resists both cynicism and complacency. Cynicism says nothing changes. Complacency says change can wait. Comrade Andile rejected both. He believed change is possible and necessary, and that it is produced by the daily labor of honest people who keep their promises. In conclusion, comrades, let us recommit to dignity in our politics. There will always be disagreements about policy and priority. But if we can carry into those disagreements the discipline he embodied, the habit of reading, preparing, listening, the respect for process, the focus on outcomes that make life better, then our politics can be worthy of the people we serve. In an age of performance and spectacle, Comrade Andile chose substance. We celebrate today his discipline. When shortcuts were the most attractive route, he chose the long way, the one that builds institutions rather than headlines. We celebrate his compassion. He was unashamed to be moved by people's stories and unafraid to act when action was required. We also honor the fullness of his roles: husband, father, son, brother, comrade, colleague. These identities wove together to form a life that was rich in responsibility and relationship. To his family we say, your grief is ours. We hope you will find comfort in the knowledge that the people he served hold you in their prayers and esteem. The love you gave him helped form the life he gave to others. The strength you lent him became strength for many. To the Mngwevu and Kanye family, may you be comforted by the knowledge that your beloved's life touched multitudes, and that the city he served speaks of him with respect. May you find strength in the love that surrounds you today, and in the legacy of care and commitment he leaves behind. To his comrades and colleagues, may his discipline be the standard we keep and the mirror in which we measure our own service. In every project we complete, in every meeting we conduct with integrity, in every budget line that turns into a working bus route or a safer intersection, we will hear his insistence that delivery is dignity. Hamba kakuhle, Comrade Andile, uqatso ulufezile, lala ngoxolo duna. You ran your race with honor. May your soul rest in peace, and may your example continue to light the path of service for all who follow. Amandla! Matla! Thank you very much.
That is the ANC Secretary General Fikile Mbalula speaking there in Springs at the funeral of the late MMC Andile Mngwevu, who was an MMC in the city of Ekurhuleni, who died when a vehicle he was traveling in was swept away in the recent floods out in Mozambique.